A classic joke goes something like this. On a second date, lesbies usually bring a U-Haul. More quickly than straight couples, they usually move in and commit. Because I don't know enough about gay couples, I'm unsure of how quickly they move in. Regarding a U-Haul joke, I've had lesbies tell me this a few times. In fact, they were the ones who first told me that joke. Regarding the subject of lesbies divorcing more often than straight couples, there is evidence of this in the UK. I also believed it was a good idea to distribute a piece written by Felicia, a lesbian. She talks about her experience with a second same-gender marriage. She claims in her article that at the age of 25, she was dating her girlfriend. In less than a year, they had moved in together. At the age of 27, she was also married in Iowa. She talks about the 112 same-gender divorces that occurred in the UK, and out of those, 87 were made by couples of lesbians. The primary cause was, of course, unreasonable behavior, which could have ranged from being unfaithful to refusing to find employment. Because it is nothing more than plausible deniability, I dubbed it irrational behavior. It's an all-encompassing phrase that can be used to refer to anything, but it seems that proving that women have higher expectations in relationships than men does now require a team of sociologists, and lesbian couples appear to make commitments too quickly. But it's all about the U-Hauls. The smoking gun would have been if they had actually kept track of who was renting those. Every country, including the UK, America, Sweden, Norway, and many others, is seeing the trend of lesbian couples divorcing twice as frequently as gays. It also, in my opinion, relates to options. When women are younger, they have a lot of options, so if they are unhappy, they can essentially pick up and move in with someone else. Felicia married a much older woman who she claimed had attained some aspect of the American ideal, including a prosperous career and a home, which probably contributed to her decision to get married. That might also be plausible deniability, in my opinion. I believe Felicia may be attempting to disassociate herself from the notion that she was attracted to her ex-material partner's success. Felicia might truly be doing this to demonstrate her virtues as a non-gold digger. I've seen lesbian couples that were separated by 10 years, and the younger ones frequently had fewer possessions and tended to be more appealing because of their youth, while the older ones, well, they were just older. In one instance, a couple split up 10 years later, and the former younger partner married a lady who was 10 years her junior, effectively divorcing the former partner as well. Thus, the cycle kept going round and round. I'm trying to convey that status-seeking behavior and hypergamy are still there even when two women are living together. Many relationships between gays start off being open. Men also tend to make the union's finances more stable because they earn more money. If men stay together, don't have any children, and earn 6 figures each, perhaps the female wage difference benefits them. That will undoubtedly relieve a lot of the pressure associated with such couplings. Marriage is awful, which is why lesbian divorce rates are greater than those of any other group. That is the reality. The majority of the women I've dated wanted me to take the lead in the bedroom so that I could amuse them, show them that I care, and be romantic. Which of two women, assuming they both have the same expectations, actually does that for the other when they are together? I've heard lesbian couples express anxiety over this previously. Felicia agrees that both parties need to put forth a lot of effort. Additionally, she states previously in the piece that women should reduce their standards. I'm not going to lower mine, she asserts toward the end of the article. That annoying dualism is there. Even if I want to remain fit, I want to eat pies. I want someone who is both powerful and vulnerable. Everything is contradictory. Women have traditionally looked to men to be their pillar of strength. The connection is solid, and a relationship is more likely to fail if the two women expect each other to be its rock-solid foundation. In Felicia's situation, she did find a financially secure woman, but even that wasn't much of a help. I don't want to speculate about why their relationship ended because I don't know the details. Additionally, I think it's fascinating how lesbians adopt some aspects of masculine culture as their own. They establish organizations resembling dykes on bikes, among other male activities. I believe the goal is to use masculinity to draw in more feminine women. Many of the more assertive women who were presenting would have acted as you would expect men to, so why not give them their own visual language? Have you ever heard of instances where gays have rubbed their rhubarb in the faces of lesbians and said, "Look how much better we are and how much more stable our relationships are"? It's not as if gays can't find a partner for physical intimacy. Instead, I think lesbian authors are leveraging the disparity in gay marriage to draw attention to and sympathy for themselves. Because monogamy and commitment are less common among gays than among straight couples, it may also be realistic to conclude that they maintain their relationships longer. I'd have got friends who have admitted to me that they used to go their separate ways because they couldn't find partners for solid, committed relationships, rather than because they couldn't find partners for physical intimacy. They simply have a big fear of losing it if they find a man to devote to them. Since their options for finding a replacement are likely relatively restricted, they may therefore be more inclined to stick it out with another man over the long term. However, if you're a lesbian who is younger and more attractive, there's a good chance you can find a man or woman to attach to. I've known a lot of lesbians who were actually quite bi. The statistics supporting what I just mentioned are also unknown to me. I'm only speaking from personal experience. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to create more content for you. See you next time. Cheers.